Hello, good morning, good evening. Uh, my name is Dave Wright. I am the owner of this channel, Dave Wright the Capitalist, and a secondary channel called Dave Wright the Thinker, which is hopefully going to be my philosophy channel. But I just want to get in the practice of making content again. Just turning on the camera and not being like super energetic, full of music or whatever, just share a lot of the knowledge that I have here in a very relaxed manner on a day-to-day basis. I wanted to make this video because I'm rebuilding. If you're an Amazon seller, you know that there's been a lot of changes recently over the past like 5 years. There's been a huge influx of outsourcing. With the outsourcing came a lot of scams, scams in the wholesaler space, scams online, the way they changed the UnGating and stuff. So everything has changed quite a bit. And I'm in the midst of rebuilding what I've been working on. And I wanted to show you how I was rebuilding my Amazon store. But if you're a new Amazon seller or even a Walmart Plus seller, I would find this very helpful, what I'm going to show you. And if I could start all over, go back to 2020 when I started and implement this first off, my business would be so much higher right now. I should have started this before. So let's go over. So first, what I would recommend is go over to, this is Flips for Miles. And let me scroll up here. So you want to go over, I would go over to this, I'll put the link below if I remember here. It's a free hour Amazon FBA course for beginners. I would watch this course and bookmark this along with Fields for Profit Mason, which is basically Flip for Miles business partner. They work together in tangent. And you want to go here, watch this video and get started. But one of the things here is you can sign up for, where is it here? I thought it was in here, but you can basically get a free, maybe it's down at the bottom. You can get a free list of UnGating items. And I'm not seeing, oh yeah, here it is. So if you just go to Gumroad here, and I would recommend donating a couple bucks, even if it's $5, $10 or whatever. But if not, if you're new and you don't have any money, you can put 0 in here. Yeah, this will get you on Miles' mailing list. And I'm not affiliated with Miles, and Miles isn't affiliated with me or whatever. This is just the system I'm using, and so I thought I'd give him some credit because I learn a lot from him and Mason. But get this auto UnGate ASIN list, and it'll show up. Here, let me split screen for a second here with both my monitors. All right. It's going to show up as a Google Doc. And this is my edited doc. But once you get the Google Doc, you're just going to go into, what do you do? Edit? Yeah, edit and copy. And you're going to make a copy of the spreadsheet. Don't ask for permission. So you have a spreadsheet of all these ASINs. And let me just double check that I'm recording perfect. So I've added to the list, but I would say that you're going to get about 1,800 brands, ASINs, and categories on a list, right? So there'll be a row for brands, ASIN categories. I actually added an UnGate company in monthly sales that I'm going to be working on later. But if you see here, this is these are all brand names and the ASINs to get to that brand name quickly in the category. And if it's in green, this is a brand that I can sell on my account. So I put together this list. I'm up to 240 just on this list. There's more brands that I'm UnGated in, and I have another 1,000 plus items to go through, and then some of my other stuff from the spreadsheet. But if you go down here, you can see I've also, these cost 10 units to UnGate. So these will be the next ones I work on. And then By the time I start ungating some of these with 10, if I need them, things will change and some of these hundreds will probably start opening up. And then you go down here, I've marked these cost 200 units to open up, 300 units, 400 units. Any of these 999s are restricted. You can't sell them. The reason I keep them on the list is so I'm not like quadruple checking, because you can do a search on this list, which is really nice. So let's go like this. Let's do a search. Let's do, is Thai? I guess that's too exact. Okay, so let's find TOZO. So right there, once you've got the list together and you want to find a brand, I can see that this particular brand I'm not ungated in. It's electronics category, and I need 2D codes to ungate. And what I wanted to do with you, I actually have these sorted by category right now that I've been working on. But I just wanted to show you really quickly how I'm going through these, so help you can see. So I just have my Amazon account open to a list of product. All I'm doing is cutting, pasting, searching. So here's the item that comes up. Just go down here to condition, new, because you want to be selling all new products on here. And I can sell this product. So I am auto ungated in this right away. So over here, I'm going to put a 0 in there because I need 0 to ungate. I go right down to the next one. Boom. Condition. Apply to sell. So now you hit the apply to sell button. And this right here is where you want to start gathering more information. A lot of people stop right here. You want to request approval. Now, it used to sometimes give you auto approval, where just get a blue check mark and say you were automatically approved. Now what'll come up is you'll get a provide contact information right here box, and you have to fill that out and hit submit. They did this kind of thing to remove some of the bots and programs that people were using, so you need to do it manually. But when I open this page up, since this is not an auto approve, I need to get ungated. I'm looking here and I'm seeing that I need 100 units. So I just go over here, I put this 100 units in here, and then I'm on to the next. We shut this down. We put this ASIN in here. We search. And I'm just going to do a couple of these to see if I run into any problems that, not problems, but it's the different scenarios. But also, I was like, oh, I do this stuff on my computer. I don't know if it's tedious. I don't mind it. I'll wake up and it's repetitive. Let's just say I'll wake up, I'll grab my coffee, and I'll just slowly sit here and do a couple of these before my day gets started. And it's time consuming. I'll listen to some classical music, but I was also like, I could make a video of this because it might help somebody. And then it'll also help me because I'll get to practice, talking about practice making videos, because as I mentioned earlier, I have a philosophy channel that I'll put the link to all my socials below, where I want to talk about first principles, how to navigate the world, how to navigate truth, falsehood, how to validate concepts for those who are interested. But if not, you can just sub here and I'll be making Amazon videos, probably some crypto stuff, anything that's just like business oriented that I don't want to put on my philosophy channel, I'll put here. And if you can see, I'm starting to fill in some of these things here. Most of them are 100 to 200 units, but I do have 2 brands that I'm ungated in. This, I assume I'm gated in. No, I can actually sell this particular oil. Perfect. And I have them broken down by category. I just wanted something new. I was doing them randomly, but now I'm doing them by category. Maybe I'll change it tomorrow using the search function, which I'll show you in a second. But this, yeah. So can you see here, like when you're first starting, right? Or even when Amazon switches the system up and you get regated in some products that you've been selling, and you lose the ability to sell them, and you have to like I took forever for me to get ungated in like Lego, for example. And then I just woke up one day and I was gated in Lego again. And I was like, do I really want to start that process all over again? Okay, perfect. So here we go. So far during this video, we are a couple minutes in. Let me see how many minutes are. We are 10 minutes in. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 brands that I'm ungated in really quickly. Now, I just put this ASIN in from the list, and it's no good. So all you're going to do is go over here and get this brand name. You put the brand name in there and search, and now you'll get an item for the brand. Now you just look up new again. I have to apply to sell. So I'm going to open up a tab on the marketplace and I'm going to apply to sell. So do the apply to sell first. And I need 10 units on gate. Then I'm going to go over to the marketplace and just look at it real quick. And you can copy right from seller amp here. I recommend getting a seller amp, but it's not necessary. And then you're going to just paste that in. So I've now pasted the new ASIN into this row here in my UnGating thing. So that's one of the things that you might run into. And then you're just back on to the next. I know it's a little bit repetitive, but once this is done, right, you're going to have a list of 200 items that you can back source on the internet, or more. Like I'm at 200, maybe you'll only have 50 if you're brand new. But as time goes on now, right, anytime I run into a new ASIN or a new brand, I'm going to look it up on this spreadsheet and I'm going to either add it or recognize that it's already on the list and that I'm finding a lot of profitable products, and then make a note that maybe I want to try to ungate in that particular brand. And so when you're spending your time and energy and resources, right, a lot of people go out and they're like, okay, I'm going to look for profitable products. They don't know where to start, but then they find a profitable product and then they're gated in it and then they give up, right? And then they move to the next section and the next section. With this, when you have a brand, right, a couple of things. One, you can attempt to get ungated. When you have the brand name, you can attempt to get ungated in it. And one of the ways that you can do that is just search that brand and see if they have a website and see if that website sells their brand. And if they do, you're buying directly from the brand website to get ungated. It still might not work on the first try. I actually created a 20-point system for getting ungated. Actually, let me pull that up for you. So I'm currently getting ungated in Franklin Sports. And let's see if this shows on the screen here. Let's actually swap it over to a full screen capture for you. So if you can see this on the screen now, and hopefully it's going to come out clearer in the recording. It's a little bit blurry on my screen here, which is interesting because my camera is super clear. Don't know why the monitors are blurry, but hopefully this is clearer for you. I'm here and I'm getting ungated in this. My first thing is I created a cover letter to ungate in the product, and I basically said, here's the product, here's the ASIN, here's the company, here's the contact stuff, here's the stuff that I'm going to submit to you. Now, first, I just submit the regular invoice, right? And what you'll notice with Amazon is your invoice is going to most likely get rejected off the bat. So I went through, I created a cover letter. You can use ChatGPT to help you. Then I have my order confirmation invoice, my regular invoice. I have the details from the franklinsports.com account. So I went on Franklin Sports. I found their account. On the thing, I ordered products from them, and I have the detail page from them of the order where I ordered it online on top of the PDF stuff. And then I have the shipping confirmation email that they send me, the delivery confirmation email that they send me, then the tracking page screenshot from UPS. Then I have the full tracking history. And then I have a picture when it arrived to my house of the UPS label on the box that shows that it came from Franklin Sports, and then to my address, and that address matches my Amazon account. And then I needed 100 units to UnGate. I have a picture of the 100 units in the box. I have the open box with the label on it showing the 100 units. Then I have close-ups of the units. And then I have a front close-up of the unit, a rear, a UPC code, and then a screenshot of the Franklin Sports contact page. So now as they're going through the case, they can see Franklin Sports, they can see the email address, they can see the phone number. Then I have a Chase statement transaction page. This is basically, I showed my credit card statement. I highlighted the line on the credit card statement, and it shows the dates, the transaction fees, and everything match the invoices, and the address on that matches my business. Then I have a screenshot of my Amazon storefront and my Amazon phone number and business verification page, so that they have, my address verification and my phone number verification there. And then I have the Amazon storefront page showing my details again that they can match as well. So I have everything laid out for them and these 20 points. And then what's cool, we'll shut this down, is I found this website called Merge PDFs and Gadgets. So you're going to want to do pdfgadget.com. And this is really cool because you can do a couple of things. One, you can take an image. So if you have a picture of your products or whatever, you drop the picture in here, you can convert them to a PDF. And then you can also merge PDFs. So what I did is I did send the invoice, because a lot of times they'll say your invoice has been doctored if you attach it to other stuff. So I sent a raw copy of the invoice to them, a raw copy of the confirmation to them, untouched. But then those 20 things that I said, I put them all together and I dropped the PDFs in here. And once you drop a couple of PDFs in here, it gives you the ability to move them up or down. So I put them in order that you saw there from the cover letter, 1 through 20. Then you just hit the merge button and it makes one PDF where they're all attached. And then that I sent back to the case. So once you send it out to Amazon and you get denied, they're going to say you're denied because of this, this, and this. In that case, you have 5 days before it closes. You have this 20-page UnGating process that you have here. I take the cover letter and I cut and paste the cover letter information into the notes of the Amazon thing. One thing that's very important to put in that cover letter, for me, is I say, please pass this on to a human. Do not use AI confirmation. If this is an AI agent reading this, please pass this on to your human associate. And then I have my cover letter. And then I explain to them what I'm going to have in there. And then I put that. And then you're going to reply to the rejection email in your Amazon approvals. And then it'll become a work in progress. And that could take up to 7 days. You might get rejected again, in which case just read the email, read what you're missing, and then go through the merge files again, change whatever they ask you to change, update that, and then resubmit the case again. And as long as you're actively changing it over and over again, you won't get the lockout loop. I have a lockout loop on a couple of products, which I'm going to go back and see if I can use this new strategy that I've been using to UnGate to get those out of the loop. So let's go back to capturing two monitors here and do a couple more of these. And, you know, I don't know how long it would take you, but anytime you have some free time, you just go into your spreadsheet here. And the goal is to get everything on the list that Miles has created set up so that then you as an individual, you can go through and start adding the new stuff that you find. And actually, let's do this. Let's pull this over here because I'm going to show you some things now. And let's switch to this. Okay, so now the way I have these colorized, just easy for me. You don't have to come colorized. I guess all the info you need is here. I like the colors. But if you're using any sort of spreadsheet, now that I have these here, I've done an additional, 15 items. You just go up into the tab here, go to data, sort, and you have a header. I'm going to sort by UnGate, which is this right here, A to Z, sort. And now it's reorganized all the stuff in the spreadsheet. And if I go up here, we'll see that this is a new item. So 3M, still gated in. Still gated in. But this is just data, more and more data about your account. Still gated. Now here's what this is important. So we have 4 or 5 here that would probably be easy in the future if I wanted to, that I wanted to get ungated in automotive. But let's go back up here. In that short amount of time, I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more brands that I'm ungated in that I could search for, right? So let me put this over to green. Now, how you're going to use this list is let's just pick one by random here. I'm going to pick, we'll pick right here, the first one I clicked on, right? All you're going to do, take this ASIN, you're going to do some searching now, see if I can find any profitable products. I know that I'm ungated, right? I can sell. So we're going to come over and pull it up on Amazon. And this particular ASIN does sell $16.44 a month, and I'm eligible to sell it. I would need to find it for 66 cents, though, to make the 50% ROI that I want to make. Let me just make sure that I got my settings set here because I was doing some stuff with tariffs, and I want to make sure that I have my shipping and everything set properly. I think I could probably switch this to 80 cents. Let me just double check here. Perfect. Go back home. So even though this particular ASIN is not profitable, right? Because I need it to be like 91 cents to get one of these. I can still take this name right here, go up here and search in Amazon and hit paste, and pull up all these different things within this brand, right? So you just go over here and hit brand. These are all profitable products within Amazon. Now, typically what I like to do is if you're going to, I guess you want to pay a minimum of 10 for something, but that 10 needs to sell for like 29 to 30 to be profitable. So if you want to start, I would take the bottom price and I usually move it up to like something that's $20, $25, but you could just do, you could do 30, which I would think is better. And I'm going to hit go. Now, these are all the ones within this brand that sell on Amazon for 30, right? Or more. And the reason this is important for me, at least, is because if I could buy it for 10 and sell it for 30, there's probably a $10 profit in there, right? So you can start opening some of these up and it whittles the pricing down. Bam. And again, this is more work, right? Oh, you can hear my computer starting to work. But you know you're ungated. So if you can find this product. So this particular one sells for $35.88. Max cost is $670, but the BSR is low, so I don't care about it. Okay, this has got a good BSI. If I could find this for $21.61, it sells for $60. I just want to double check that. $51. So it's been about $51 over the past 90, $49. Overall, sells for about $42, $180. So let's say this is more closer to $50. It still meets my criteria. I just need to be able to find it for $15.98. So I'm going to just keep this page open, knowing that this is something that I might be able to find. Just go to the next. This sells $2K. Similar situation. I just go down here, but this is selling for closer to 26, 25, not 31. So I'm going to do 26. At this point, do I think I could find it for 7? Maybe, but 15 is probably easier. That's, if it's selling for 26, maybe actually we can keep that one up. Low BSR, low BSR, low BSR. So here's a good BSR, top 1%. If I could get it for $9.75, it typically sells for closer to 30 though. So we'd have to get it for under 8. I don't know if that's possible, but we can keep going. Keep going. This is what we call reverse searching. Oh, can you guys? Yeah, you can see above my head. Perfect. That would have stunk if you couldn't see the BSR. Actually, let's take me off the screen and just do a full screen capture here so you can see what I'm doing. Any of these in the red right here, I'm just not interested in, not interested in, not interested in, not interested in. Okay, so in this particular brand now, I found 1, 2, 3 items, and this one especially sells for 50. This is a 6-pack, pack of 6, and if I could get it for $15.98 for a pack of 6, then I make $50. So with their particular system, and I haven't been doing online arbitrage for a while. I've been doing whatchamacallit. Oh, actually, so this is Knives and Spoons, by the way, guys. Comedian friend of mine, Louis J. Gomez, he's got a book coming out. So if you're interested in this, I put my LinkedIn in the thing. If you want to get it on Kindle, I do have a code for 10% off any Kindle purchases or whatever to help him out. I have it in my cart. But anyways, so go back here. We're going to go and we're going to hit this Google, and we're going to go up. And we're going to look at shopping. And we would back search. I'm not going to do it right now. You would back search this product to see if you could find this product profitable for the sale or whatever. You can even go into it and find deals. It doesn't look like that particular setup. We're going to be able to find it for, 2161. We might actually be able to find it for 2161. That doesn't look the same. We're actually looking for, what is this called? Cream cappuccino mix, Irish coffee cream, Irish gluten, cholesterol free, 6-pack. So one of the other things that I would personally do is this is actually Bradbury Company. And you can just go and do a internet search like this. Is this it? No. Yeah, here it is. And there's your cappuccino stuff, special orders, consumer shop. And then you could go through here and see what you could actually get on the actual website. And then if you search all the way down to the bottom, no, I don't see. I was going to see if they have a wholesale setup, but I don't see. I do not see. You could go in. I would probably take this site. I would probably go in. I would go on with ChatGPT, ask it a bunch of questions as an agent, and to go through, see what they do for wholesale, food preparation, home, simple iced coffee. Well, anyways, you can then back look. Ooh, what is this? Is this a special discount? Case has 6 cans, 52. So that doesn't seem very special. That seems very expensive. But anyways, you can kind of see how you would then research off of that list. And if I did find anything right away from that, well, one last thing here, actually, while I got this up. If you have the brand name, right, which is this, you can also go in here and just type that in and put wholesaler or distribution. And right here, wholesale. Okay, so does this look like it? This does not look like it. Cafe, because we need Cafe Davida. I guess it would just be for food service. Check out your favorite food product lines. Okay. So here's a couple of things right here. So if you're interested in becoming a distributor, contact us to find out today. Premium food service will exceed your quality taste. So, so you could go through here and reach out to them and say, I am interested to be a distributor. Do you allow me to sell on Amazon? Do you allow third parties? And we can actually check that. Okay, so one thing I will say here sorry, Lewis, going to take you out of my cart. One thing I will say here is the seller is sold by these guys, which is not them, but no one else is on the listing. And if we go over to the other listing, it's the same company. And we go to the other listing, it's the same company. But I don't see any IP complaints. So let's dive in to see who this guy is and what he's selling. He's from California. Yeah, so this guy here is selling luggage. He's selling perfumes. He's selling a holster for firearms. A lot of luggage. So maybe he does have exclusive distribution with them on Amazon, and we could reach out to them and let them know and ask. But as it stands, he doesn't look like he's just them because he's selling so much other stuff. I'm trying to find his coffee. Oh, what we can do is go up here. Go back to his storefront here. Of course, I click on the one thing that's going to have variations. Click on his storefront here. Click on his storefront here. Groceries and gourmet. Okay, so he did find this. He's selling this. He's got quite a few of those. He's got quite a few foods here. Now, this might be a good guy to storefront stock. When you use this, you know what? I don't want to get into a deep dive here of how to UnGate and all this stuff. But you can see how you can start getting into these rabbit holes. And let me just storefront stock him for a second here. Okay. So right here, you know, I just went in and I found this particular brand, Jovial Brands, and it's on his list. Since he's UnGating the other stuff, which is similar to me, I thought he might be UnGated in this, but he's not. So let me move my UnGating over here. Perfect. Oh, no, that's not perfect. Oh, wait, how do I got to do this? Of course. All right, well, now I messed up my screen, so I'll have to fix that. Anyways, I would dive into this guy's channel, see all this. Once I'm done with my thing and I start back searching for this and I see some other brands in his that I'm gated or UnGated in, I'll check those, start adding those to my spreadsheet and just rinse and repeat. If you like this video or other videos, very relaxed. I don't want to do any editing. I'm just a guy like you in my studio, just chilling, drinking my coffee. I want to help share some info with you in a very relaxed manner and see if it helps. So, all right, I got to get to the bottom of how I share my screen so that it's I won't have those issues in the future. All right, take care. All my links are below. Questions below.